Hi, I'm Alan Kelly. I'm the senior colorist here at FILMLOOK Incorporated, and today we're going to talk about S-Log. Now, S-Log is a different way of recording video on a digital camera. There's back in the old days, you would have basically a curve that is recorded into a video program that is similar, or actually an inverse of the curve that is displayed on a normal CRT type monitor. But nowadays, with digital cameras as they are, being able to record all the way up to 4K, even beyond, you want to be able to have flexibility in order to do editing, compositing, as well as color correction, to give you more range and flexibility with adjustment of highlights and shadow detail and that sort of thing. So one of the things that you can do is record your program in S-Log. Now, S-Log looks a little washed out right out of the camera. If you plug a monitor directly into the camera and you look at it, at the output of a camera that's recording S-Log, it tends to look a little washed out. The blacks look really high, and the highlights look real milky and maybe not so good, and the color doesn't look so great. So it's really important when you're viewing it on set, as well as showing previews to a producer who may be out of town, to apply an S-curve or a lookup table that gives that S-curve and reestablishes the way it normally should look when you see it either on video or in the theater. So what we have here is a scene where it was shot in S-Log, and the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that the program is being displayed in the proper manner by applying a LUT or an S-Log. Now, it's a lot better now. There's more contrast in the frame. There's more color, certainly. But now it looks a little bit too crushed. So what we have to do is apply a little bit of correction now, which is what I'm going to do now, to kind of give everything a less contrasty look. Let's play with the highlights also. Go to the mat, make some adjustments in the thresholds of the luminance values. And now I have control over just about everything in the scene, as you see, as far as adjusting the highlights, shadow detail, chroma, all that stuff. Now, we can also continue to do what we would normally do for color correction, as far as maybe applying a shape down at the bottom of the frame, maybe desaturating that tablecloth a bit, as you see, maybe even darkening the whole portion of where the tablecloth is, so that we kind of like draw our attention away from how wrinkled the top of it looks. And let's blur that a little bit also, just to kind of give you a little less. No, that's a little too much. Yeah, just blur it out just a tiny amount, so your attention goes straight up to the actress's face. So let's put a little vignette over the whole thing as well. Go. And let's play with the highlights a bit more. Now let's add a little bit of softening too, to kind of give it a softer look overall. Okay, and we can even go back to our shape and maybe even blur the outside a bit to give it more of a hazy, gauzy kind of look. There we go. So this is how it started out. I'll take the S-Log curve off. That's what it looked like originally, and then with the S-Log curve back on and the color correction, that's how it looks now. And let me play the scene. And cut to the next shot. And again, let's take a look again what it looks like without the curve. Yeah, that's what it looks like without the curve. And again with the S-Log reestablished. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.